on a million now. Have to go around the world, make shillings now. If my head in the clouds, fall down on a million now. Have to go around, I ain't sitting down till I got it figured out. Focus on.
Well, hello, and welcome back to my Indigo Mind. This is your host, Tashana, and today we have a couple things we're going to be covering. So, let's get right into this video, okay? Now, honey, the first story is going to be talking about Auntie Wendy, honey. Wendy Williams finds herself in more backlash for a very tasteless recounting of a popular TikToker, Swavy, on her show. How she set up and was like, she was going to tell a joke. This was out of line and the family was not amused. The crowd began to laugh as she explained to them her not knowing him. She tastelessly decided to reference how many subscribers he had, which in a way I didn't find any problem with, because it was highlighting the fact that he was on his own, doing his own thing, building his own following. Okay? But she was very tasteless in her delivery. I am going to let you hear that after this, and you can tell me how you felt.
I have no idea who this is. Neither does Norman. Neither does one person in this building. Maybe Sus does. Do you know who Swavy is? Clap. Clap if you know who Swavy is. Okay. Sus?
Nah, it's not my cup of tea. That I got going on right now.
Well, he's a TikTok star. He's got more followers than me. 2.5 million.
On TikTok. On TikTok, but on Instagram, you have more followers.
Well, as my son Kevin would say, no one uses Instagram anymore.
What?
And as far as TikTok, I don't use that at all. I don't know what that is. I don't want to be involved. So here he is. He's 19, and he was murdered Monday morning.
Now, you just seen that from Wendy. I am also going to play what Swavy's mom and brother had to say about how Wendy callously decided to mention all of the things that she thought about him before mentioning that his life was taken.
Wendy has always been a messy person. That's what her life consists of, this gossip and reporting stories. But this is not just any other story. This is not a highlight. This is not a hot topic. This is our real life. Like, we're dealing with this in reality. So for her to speak on the events surrounding my brother's death, and not even before she reached out to our family, she didn't send condolences. She didn't even report the right stories. It's just one thing to take public knowledge and to put it out there, but you give a false narrative, you get a false story, you painted him as a thug, as a drug dealer, or someone that was out here trying to be in the streets or anything like that, and that wasn't the type of person that he was. Like I said, again, as a black woman and as a black mother, you didn't have any empathy at all for my family. Words cannot explain how I feel. I'm so angry. I'm so upset. Like, I'm sad. It's just a lot going on.
I had to lay there with my son. And I asked God, like, why did you let me see that? And I had to think about it, like, he wouldn't want nobody else in the world to be down there with him but his mom. I had to see my son down there shot up. To see something like as a mother, it mentally messes you up. And I know what I have to do, but like I said, I could be in somebody's mental institution right now. I'm trying to gather my thoughts and stuff so I can do this for him. And it just hurt because, like, Wendy Williams, how, as a mother, how do you put a child out there like that? Nobody knew him like that. I mean, he was online, he was popular online, but, like, he was going to spread his wings by himself. He was in the background waiting for him to blow. Like, it shouldn't have been, my son shouldn't have been shot down in the streets like that for somebody to recognize who he is. He was already getting recognition. I would love an apology. But at this point, I'm so pissed off. I want to cuss and everything. I'm so pissed off because you did him like that. I really don't. I mean, I'm looking for an apology. I do want an apology. But at the same time, I'm pissed with Wendy.
Okay, you just heard that, and I completely agree with his brother and his mom in the aspect that that was very tasteless and very classless of you, Wendy. I think you need to take a little break, sis, because you out here looking crazy. Okay, moving right along. Now, honey, let's talk about Miss Erica Mena and her recent shenanigans, honey. So it has come to the attention of the internet that Erica Mena, although not too long ago getting married to Safari Samuels, better known as Nikki's ex, child, and having his second son, revealed she had some time on her hands to troll Santana. It turns out the account she has now deleted and decided to use for her newborn son Legend was used previously for a troll account to throw shots at Santana, her ex. Take a look and tell me what you think down in the comments, child. A hot mess 101. Moving along. You just seen that. Let's talk about it. I think that the fact that she had enough time on her hands to troll Sin, if you look at the dates, it was only about 6 months ago. So it wasn't that long ago, and like I said, she decided to delete the account. The fact that you had that sort of time on your hands to go troll this woman is beyond me. It seems as though you still have feelings, or at least feel some type of way to the fact that since Santana is organically getting her attention where yours has to be manufactured because ain't nobody thinking about you, Miss Mena. I think that the things that you should be concentrating on, besides the fact of you not even being married, I don't believe a full year, that you need to get your ducks in a row. Okay? Sit in your mouth, please like, comment, and subscribe, okay? And tell me what you think about this race down in the comments. Also, tell me if you think that Wendy was Adeline, okay? Now, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I post. So, later for now. Bye.
Down on a million now, had to go around the